Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. Woohoo! Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy. This is an art channel, mostly, and I like to do creative things. I like to paint. I've actually recently started clay stuff. I haven't filmed anything. Don't know if I'm going to, because I just don't know if I'm going to. But I did some stuff on my own. I made this cute little owl dude. Look how cute. I gotta finish painting him. I don't think I'm done painting him yet. But I made him. Look at his little eyeballs. They're little jewels. Focus. So cute. And I made this guy. And I made this guy just listening to my book. And Astrid got a hold of him. I made him out of purple clay. I painted him with a little bit more purple paint. And Astrid was like, he needs horns. So she made him some lopsided horns, and we glued those on. We used Bake Bond, and I baked them on. And he's got little jeweled eyes. And yeah, I just made him for fun. He's cute. He's my little friend. And then he needed a friend to go with him, right? Because if you have one, right, they need a friend. So I made a chubby one. And then I had leftover clay from making these, which I haven't painted these. I had dyed some clay purple with chalk, and it was kind of a muted purple, and I made some flutterbys, but I forgot to put the little antennas on, which bugs me. But I'm going to paint them anyways and put magnets on the back of them. Master will probably steal these ones. And then I had a little piece of leftover clay, and I made a little frog dude. I think he's cute. He's got little spots. Little spots. I think he's cute. I think he turned out alright. Right? And he's just a little shelf sitter. He's just a little baby dude. And then I haven't painted these. Oh my goodness. There's also a little bit of a... I ordered some stuff, so we're going to go through that as well. Then I made these. I made this guy. And I haven't painted them yet. I'm going to put magnets on the back. They're going to be magnets, because they're pretty big. These are like 3 inches? Whatever. Let's find out. At the widest point, that's not inches. Oh my, they're 4 1/4 across. The widest point of the wing to the widest point of the wing. Papa. I made 2. I made this one, and then I put wire and covered the wire with to make little teensy antennas. And then this one, I did little twisty antennas and little sweepy details. And I'll show you what they look like painted after I paint them. But I think they turned out super cute. I love the texture differences on both of them. Like a lot. The different things you can do. Clay is really fun to play with. So I made these. And then I got carried away with... I had like a little chunk of clay left. My hair is a little wild today. I curled it, and then it was warm out, and then it rained a little bit, and that's where we're at. So I made this little clay pot. Isn't it cute? I used the my pasta roller maker thingy to roll the clay out. So this is, if you were here for a previous vlog, this was a while ago. But I love this, and inside it is little dudes that I made. I can't decide if they're going to be little snowmen or penguins or what, but I made little dudes. There's a bunch of them. I had a little tiny bit of clay left, and I need to paint these. There's a handful of them. There's a handful of them. And I put little rings on the top so I can make them into charms. And I put little scarves on them. But I haven't decided if they're going to be snowmen or if they're going to be penguins. I was thinking penguins when I made them. So I have to paint those as well. Oh, and then Ace of Clay, I think 6 years ago, did a video on making an owl with him. And I watched it a while ago, quite a while ago, and decided to try it back then. And I bought these little jewel gem things that I'm using inside of here for the eyeballs. I bought 2 different sizes, thinking, oh, that'd be fun. I have a little bit of clay. My hair's distracting me. I'll make one of those soonish, And I never got to it. I've had these little things back here. Where are they? Nope, those are googly eyes. That's not the thing. I have all kinds of things. This needs to be reorganized because I can't find the things where I think it would be logically. It's not, because Astrid has helped her Nana. But I got these different sizes of little flat, I forget what they're called, little flat half circle gem dude things for eyeballs, and put them in a drawer. And I was watching Ace of Clay. I was like, I haven't seen him pop up in my feed in forever. I wonder if he's got to still be creating, right? So I went digging around for his channel and popped it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that owl thing. And I watched him make a couple things, side-eyed him while I was crafting, painting my own stuff. And I remembered the little owl dude tutorial that I wanted to do, so I watched it again. And it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night when I watched it again. I just sat and watched it. Like, how does he do all the little things? And how does he get from point A to point B? So I did all that, and he goes pretty quick, but not so quick that I couldn't grasp it all. And then I was listening to a book the next night, and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to try that. Let's break out, because I had the clay just sitting in a ball back here on the table. Let's break out the all the toys, the tin foil and the whatnot, and try this. So I did. And I didn't watch the video. I just was like, we're going to try it without rewatching the video, or like watching it and stopping and doing the thing and all that. So I just went for it. And this is how he turned out. First try, his eyes are super wonky. I tried to dye the clay with mica powder, and then I used black marker on the clay to make the black circles. And he's a wonky, he's like, his vision's so bad. But overall, I think he turned out cute for my very first follow along tutorial situation. Look at his little coat and his little backpack. I got the straps and everything. There's stuff on him. Astrid was touching it. I was like, don't touch him. Banana. I forgot to put textures on his tummy, so I'm just pretending he's got a little shirt on or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is how he turned out. This is him. And I got to paint him, and I just, his eyes are a mess. I got done, and I pulled him out of the oven, and I was like, aw. I knew that wasn't going to work. But I already had it together. It was like midnight at that point. It's like, it's fine. It's my first go. It can be imperfect, because imperfect is fine. It's totally fine. So here he is. I haven't named him yet. He's my little shelf sitter dude. Astrid's already tried to steal him twice. Now, can I paint him? No. Ha! He's mine. Get out of my stuff. So I did that. This was a week and a half ago. So he's been sitting, and I had to hide him this week when she came over. I put them up high where she wouldn't eyeball them. But now they're back down here on the shelf. Oh, and I had this little tiny itty bitty chunk of clay left, and this was in the last video too. And I made a little like chocolate chip dude creation. I don't know why. I was just messing around with molding something out of my fingers, and I gave him a little fold over, and he's just a little silly dude with, I put beads in it, I was wondering if the beads would melt in the oven, but it didn't get hot enough to melt the plastic beads, which was perfect. So yeah, that's all that stuff, and sitting over there. And the reason I told you about all this stuff is because I wasn't sure if I was going to share the clay stuff. This isn't a clay channel, but it is a creative channel. It's I like to do all the things: bookmaking, journaling, scrapbooking, watercolor, all the art stuff except for acrylic paint. That's not my favorite. But I got a few things, so let's share the things I got. I'm gonna take a sip. Ooh, that's a little harder than I want it to be. Okay, there's a little bit of tapey tape. And my good scissors are over there still. Yep. So, oh, I could have showed you those two. Hold on. Uno momento. I'm gonna go grab them really quickly because Astrid and I had fun today. Okay, so I needed to paint these little dudes, these little teensy dudes with the little charmy things on the top. But you could just set them on a shelf too. I made the bottoms flat so you can set them on a little shelf if you want to. Like, they could be little shelf sitters. They could be a keychain. They could be a mini Christmas ornament, whatever you like. Should have grabbed the scissors while I was over there. Nitwit. Try that again. So in order to, I saw one of the other creators. Whoa, I don't see, there's a bunch of them. Whole big bunch of them. I don't need this many. I'll probably put them in. How long are these? Oh yeah, fit in here. I'll probably, whoa, so aggressive. I mean, dang. I don't know where the other one went. I'll find it later. This is full of little tiny charms, but these are little gator clips. And I saw that she was clipping these little thingies like that to paint and resin. I did burn them a little bit. I honestly was painting and forgot that they were in the oven. Oops, they're a little crispy. Someone told me you can't overbake your clay. No, you can't, but you can't burn the crap out of it. So maybe put a timer on, because I'm really terrible about that. But she was using these little puppies, these little gator clips, to do that. And so I was like, it was like $3-4 on Amazon for, I don't know, too many of them, 50 I think. So I'm just gonna, hold on, let me pick them all up. Come on, little buddies. They do look like a handful of mini gators, right? So cute. So I got a bunch of these for that purpose. I'll probably use them for other things as well. Came in a little white box, little generic white box. Oh, there's another little charm. These were little, I bought these on accident on Temu. I was sifting and I hit buy now instead of putting cart. And I immediately went, oh, no, stop, and it wouldn't stop. And went through and I was like, fine. I guess I have a mini dragon. And then I completely forgot that happened, and they showed up in the mailbox, and I was like, what the heck are these? Why did these come? It hit me later in the day. I was like, oh yeah. These things happen when you get tipsy and futz about with Temu online. Don't do that while you're tipsy. You buy things you don't need. On accident. Okay. So I'm going to show you what Astrid and I did today. We went to the dollar store Monday. It's Wednesday, the 6th of August, 2025. If you watch this in the future, you're probably not, but you know, never say never. We bought little birdhouses and we had a heyday. We went to the dollar store, we got silly stuff, and she was like, Nana, don't you, Nana. So we got a new paintbrush. The dollar store, we used it today, as you can tell. For glittering and gluing, we did acrylic paint on our little birdhouses. She took hers home to her mom's, so I can't show you them, but I can show you mine. And she's like, you're doing a good job, Nana. That looks so nice. And then we got out the glue. So in a separate container, I have like PVA glue, just clear school glue, kind of 60-40, 60 glue, 40 water, mixed to paint on, and then glitter, because the glitter doesn't come off if you do it that way. How crazy is that? It stays right on there. It's not going to get everywhere, because glitter, I mean, it is everywhere in my house right now. I think I still have glitter on me from when I was doing ornaments. I looked in the mirror and I was just bespeckled with all kinds of colors of glitter. So I did this one, and I put a little bit of her pink, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, there we go, her pink glitter in with the gold on the roof and on the base. And then I did a little like marble-y kind of effect. And I painted the bottom. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I just think they're super cute. And we were at the dollar store. She wanted me to paint with her. So I did that one, and then I did this little one. And I put this glitter on, and she was like, oh man, I like yours. I was like, well, you can use my glitter too. And I did the marbled blues and blue. This was navy blue, white, and a little bit of turquoise mixed together, and kind of marbly. I tapped the brush on and got all kinds of cool. And then that's the navy. I don't play with acrylic paint a lot. And then I did the whole roof and this. Oh no, the whole roof gray or silver, gold. Holy buckets! Words are really hard today. I did gold and then put the glitter on top, and I think it turned out super cool. I dig them. So we did these today. This was our project. She did 2 birdhouses. She got a little sign that says home on it, and it was about this long and that tall. It said home. I don't know why she wanted it. She just did. And then she got a little house with a box in front of it, like just a little flat, like this little flat surface, and then there was a little box that you could tuck things in. She got that as well. So she had 4 things to paint, and I had my 2. And I took my time. It was pretty meticulous, plus helping her, and we got them all done today. Took us about 2 hours. So yeah, we did that today. She also glitter glued on paper and did some drawing, and she sat in my lap for a while. We watched a couple movies. It was a long day today. She was here from 8:30 to 5:30 today. That's a very long day for us. So we did that. We also got this at the dollar. She picked this one out, and I was like, you can't take that home. And she's like, but why? So because I want to use it too. Oh. You can keep that one here then. They're a little toot, I swear. It's like 35 going on 100. I thought it was cute. I could think of things to do with this. All kinds of things. Very fun. So we got that, and then I got a couple of black canvases at the dollar store, mini ones. The red dot means, I asked at the register, I was like, why are there red dots all over everything in this store? And he was like, because prices are going up. And he said, 50 to 75. And I was like, cents? He's like, yeah? Attitude all the way around. So these are going to go up from $1.25 to $1.75 or $2 a piece, which isn't bad. But still, it's $1 plus. Not everything. Some things should still be $1. So I got 2 canvases to play on. I thought that was fun at the dollar. So those are our dollar store finds, plus our birdhouses. And then today, I got some, because I'm looking for scissors again and they're way over there. So I will use my other scissors. Where are my gray scissors? Oh, they're over by the ornaments. I have too much going on right now. I am finishing, finally, all of my Christmas ornaments. I figured out how to put the glitter on without making an atrocious mess. So that's awesome. Put all that spread out on the table over there. I'll show you later on. Either in this vlog or next week's vlog, I'm not sure. So I got little, they're supposed to be reusable tea bags or season bag. Like you put if you're making a big pot of stew or something and you don't want your chunky seasonings like your sage and your rosemary and bay leaves and stuff to go into, like you need to fish some of that stuff back out, especially bay leaves. Got some of those as well. Check them out. It's from the Spice Way. Let's open it up and give them a sniff. I got a pouch of these. There's supposed to be like 20 of them here, and they're reusable and washable, and they're made out of cheesecloth. So I thought, well, that's perfect for season bags. Plus, yeah, thank you. I got the bay leaves because I got large buckets to put my sugar and flour and rice and beans and things like that in. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, they smell so good. Because if you put a bay leaf in with your flour and your sugar and things like that, it'll keep bugs away. But I don't want to just throw a bay leaf in because bay leaves are very breakable. They get brittle over time. I don't have big chunks of bay leaf in my sugar. So I'm going to put some in a bag and put that bag in the bucket. So that's what those are for. Did I seal that? There's that. Got myself a new shirt. I actually got two, but the other one doesn't come till Sunday. So, I have painted in and stained up a couple of my nicer shirts, and I need to replace them. So I bought, these were on sale. This one was $10. It's just a cute, it's got little hearts on it. It's just a tank top. It's nothing special. It's got a little bit of frill under the boob, like it's supposed to be empire waist. It's got a little frill to it, and it's just it's super soft. I got this, and I got a green one with a little pattern on it. Very nice. So I'm excited about these. And then another art supply. This I'm gonna do a video on. We're gonna do an unboxing video. Like, I'm gonna take the plastic sleeve off it right now, and we're gonna go through this together in the next few days. I got the Ohuhu acrylic markers because I gave my son my acrylic marker set from Grabby to use for his stuff, and I was like, well, dang it, now I don't have any acrylic markers, and I really need them, especially for like detail work on your clay things, or like to do line work and in a color on your art piece. So I got these. They came in a little zipper pouch. There are 24 in here. I love their packaging. I'm afraid if I slide the sleeve off, I'm not going to get it back on. It's kind of stuck to the... Are you going to slide off, or you like nicely, or are you going to be rude? Fucking the inanimate objects again. Is she okay? Yes. Mostly. It was a long day today. I worked. I had to do all of my fixed asset sheets to upload into the subledger today for 5 accounts. All my stuff that came in before, and then everything that came in today. Took some time with Astrid here. Oh, are you done working yet? No, girl, I'm done working. So this is cool. I like that the art is on here, and because it's acrylic markers, you could color this in if you really wanted to. How cute is that? And then back, all the Ohuhu information. I don't have my glasses on. So yeah, it's just made in China and keep out of reach of children, you know, normal stuff. And then we have our little zipper, and we have our markers. But we're gonna go through this together. I don't want to do that now. I wanna really unpack that together. So look out for that video. We're gonna play with some things. We're gonna color in some clay. Maybe we'll do a butterfly together, and then do an art piece. Maybe we'll do a black canvas. Ooh, that sounds like fun. So that's what I got in the mail today. That's what I did. Ooh, thanks. There's glitter on the table. Surprise, surprise. There's kind of a remarkable amount of glitter on this table, and I didn't even use this table. Yeah, these are cute. I actually picked them up for me to use as a template for clay things that I would like to make. Not this scale, but whoa. That was my thought pattern when I picked it up off the counter. And then of course Astrid was like, ooh, I like this one, Nana, and ooh, I like this one, and pretty soon, you know, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. So that was that. That's that. What else has been happening? I'm working on my ornaments. I'm resining for the first time in my life and not enjoying the process. I did have to get a face mask. One moment. Because resin is not good for you. It is not good for you. And they are not joking when they tell you to wear a face mask when you're using resin, because it has, even if it's unscented, it has fumes, sneaky fumes. And I tried using it without a mask, and I tried using it with just like the face mask we used when COVID hit. No, I got a headache almost immediately and felt a little nauseous. So it doesn't, the resin that I have doesn't scent. It doesn't smell like anything at all. But those sneaky fumes, man. So I got a mask with replaceable, I forget what these are called, filters. They're supposed to filter out everything. And so I'm gonna be looking at like this when I resin. Super good looking right there. Meow. It actually fits nice and tight, and it seals to your face, and it doesn't hurt. It's not uncomfortable at all, and it was like 15 bucks, and it came with the eye goggles. So if you're using like paint, like if I wanted to paint something, and if I like to do too many things, creative, anything creative, I'm like down. I was like, yeah, let's try it. So yeah, I got that because I'm gonna resin all of my ornaments. I'll show you really quickly what I mean by my ornaments. Just grab a pile of them. Grab a few of each one. Oh, so I put these together. I mean, almost 2 years ago now, because I put them together. Well, a little over 2 years. I put them together in New York. I shipped them with me because I figured I'll finish them and I'll sell them really quickly. And then glitter and glue in the different places I was living at wasn't an option, and now that I'm here I can do that, so I did. And I decided to do the painting, the glue on, and then I have a tray for the glitter. I'll show you all this stuff in the next vlog. Tray for the glitter and all the things, and I painted the, so I did the art. It was a watercolor piece, and then I transferred that into a print, or a postcard, Christmas cards, stickers, and ornaments for most of my gnome designs. So this, he's sliding down a hill on his tummy, and I painted on the glitter glue. It's not going to flake off, but I feel like this would look so much nicer with a little dome of resin on top. So I'm going to do that. So I have that guy. I have my carolers. Aren't they adorable? In red. And then I have this guy. I think these turned out so nice. I painted the back as well. These are little wood ornaments. You get like 100 for, I think, 12 bucks back in the day. And I did my Christmas carolers in blue as well. And I have the glitter in blue, green, blue, the green, which I think is very festive. Very festive. Super cute. And I had people, I did have the ornaments when I originally made them with just the character and a white background, nothing fancy. And then I had one that I had a background, and I didn't think about it. And when I was doing a show, I had people sifting through my ornaments like really closely, and I was asked a few people after a while, like, what, are you looking for something in particular? Like, you seem to be searching. And they were like, well, this one has a little trees in the back, and I was looking to see if you had if all your other designs had some trees in the back too. And I was like, no, but that's an amazing idea. So my dumb butt went ahead and put Christmassy background. He was just the little blue dude, and now he has a winter scene behind him in glitter. And he was just the little pink. He's mostly pink to my eye, dude. And he didn't have anything. I put him in a forest with mountains. And this guy's sliding down the hill. I put him sliding down a hill on his tummy. And my carolers, I put some Christmas, like they're standing outside in the snow, maybe in your yard. And then I painted a few more new gnome ones. There's Santa gnome. Super cute. And I think that will look so nice with and this is my Santa Claus. I have him as a Christmas card in a print, like the full piece. I painted him as a big full watercolor piece, and this is just like the top portion of him. This seemed to make sense. I'm getting warm. I had a hot flash, sorry. So I have a large stack of my ornaments all ready to rock and roll, but I had to figure out how to put the glitter, oh, I'm getting glitter everywhere again, the glitter on the edges without getting it on the edges, you know what I mean? Like all the way around this side, but I didn't want it caked around the edges. So I did the 60-40 glue and with a paintbrush, and I just painted around, and I spooned the glitter onto the glue and tapped it off and set it to dry, and they turned out so nice, so much better than glitter glue in the tubes. You get a nice even coat of glitter on the edges, and it doesn't look all choppy, you know, unprofessional. Finished. I'm a little fussy, so man, this hair. It's muggy out today. It's nice. It's overcast finally. I've been waiting for rain. I love the rain so much. I missed it so much when I was in New York. It was overcast and kind of sprinkly out today, but still sticky hot. So there's that. That's what I've been up to. I've been really working on the ornaments a lot, and then helping the kids here and there with stuff over the weekends. This weekend I'm going to my son's. I'm going to help our mutual friend with his bookkeeping again this weekend, and hopefully I get paid for this one. That would be really nice. Last time I was there for 6 hours, just hashing things over and talking about how to do things the correct way, and all the bookkeeping things, the inertia of bookkeeping for a small business that you don't think of when you open your business. You just open it and you're like, yeah, let's do this. We're going. We're going to make money. Wow. There's a lot more to it than that. You might want to slow down a little bit. Oh, so I watched the dogs. Yeah, they're all over here. Where is she? Oh, she's up there. I moved her. I watched the dogs for my daughter last weekend. They were gone all weekend, and I didn't, you saw the video of the trees, if you've been here for a while, just Monday, I put up the watercolor of the trees with the two colors, and it looked really orange. It was so pretty. So I did that, and this is the book. It's very luxurious. It's a Master's Touch watercolor book that I got at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you can get the Master's Touch anywhere else. I think it's a Hobby Lobby brand. But I went ahead and put in here the information for the World Watercolor Month prompts, because I want to do them, but I obviously didn't do them in the month. So, but when I was at my daughter's, I did this painting, and I did these paintings. I love this so much, you guys. I want to do so many more of them. They turn out so good. And then this is an upcoming painting. I did some swatches over here with my love. Oh, look at those swatches. Swatches are so great. Playing with your watercolors to get a feel for them is so much fun. And I've been watching these two, I gotta write their names down, these two ladies, they're friends on Instagram. And they actually teach watercolor. That's like they're artists, that's what they do. And they've been, they do these little quick tutorials on YouTube, and I went ahead and I was like, I would love to do that, just do some pretty painting. I didn't record it. I think it's a really pretty spread. It's all kinds of just practicing with layers and glazing with colors. And instead of doing it in a swatch, like squares or circles, I did it like that, and then I did circles overlapping, and then I took an ink pen and just did some ink on top, and then I did overlapping like rectangles and squares on this side, and then I drew ink over the top of that one. And it was so relaxing and so fun to do that, to just create this fun, colorful spread in my book. And then I'm going to do more of the watercolor prompts, of course. But this is going to be the watercolor book that I'm using. And then I have this book that I've been trying to finish for almost a year now. There's one, two, is there only 2 pages left in this thing? Seriously. I thought there was like 4 or 5. Yep, there's only 2 left in here. So I had extra acrylic paint, or this might be gouache, I'll have to test it. I had extra paint on a palette and I didn't want to throw it away. So I put it in here thinking I will paint or draw something over the top of that. So you're going to see this video in the next couple of days, maybe next week. This video will be up, and then we're going to do something on the last page, and then we're going to do a flip through of this book. It is a big book. It is a Artist's Loft, which is a Michael's brand. Michael's craft store here in the States. I don't know if they're anywhere else. Mixed media pad, 140 pound, 15 sheets. I started this thing March of 22. So it's been a while. They're all big finished pieces. They're big spreads, and we're going to do a flip through. So I'm going to do those 2 paintings, and then when I was at my daughter's, I worked in this sketchbook, which I started quite a long time ago. It does have an exterior sleeve. So I have, these are fantastic sketchbooks. I got it on Amazon, I believe. I get everything on Amazon, which I know. But this was, oh geez, years ago as well. This is the cover. And it just comes brown. These are all my stickers that I put on it. Stickers I made. One of them is one that I did not make. The rest I made. At any rate, I am almost through this book, and I got to about here. These are finished pages. How lovely is that? So I got to the lizard. The 2024 was the lizard. So when I was at my daughter's, I did these 2 drawings, and then I did. The weekend was nice. I just sat on the porch with coffee and treats and the dogs under my feet. It was, oops, and there's my bookmark. Look at her. Isn't she glorious? And sometimes I paint things in my sketchbook and I'm like, I really wish I could film that. Another just doodle page, just fun 2 doodle pages, just for fun. And then I drew these berries with a, what are you? I think it's a dark brown chalk pencil. But I did that guy. Here's my little bookmark. This is a drawing that I did years ago that I made into bookmarks. That lives in here. I sell those as well. So yeah, this book is almost done. There's only these few pages left, so I've been tootling away at that one. I put my bookmark up too high. Put it in there, thank you. So that's what I've been up to. I had a grand time at my daughter's. So nice to just sit and paint and not stress about filming or am I saying the right thing? Did I talk too much? I do that. Did I talk too much? Did I carry on too much? Probably. I'm a chatty box. I'm a chatterbox. Chat. If you don't know what this is, it's Moft's little tripod. It magnets to the, I have a case on the back of my phone that has a magnet in it, and this magnets to the back of the case, and then you can open it up, and it has a little hinge, and it's very firm, so you can position it in multiple ways, and it stays where you need it to stay, and then it also opens up like that. So you can have a little tripod, and you can turn your phone landscape or portrait or whatever, and you just give it a little push, and it all folds back down. And it's very portable. And I usually just have it stuck to the back of my phone, but my phone won't fit in the stand it's in with this on the back of it. So that's what I'm fiddling with. Put that there. We're also going to flip through these. I've been doing some neurographic art in these little notepads. So this one's full. It's the tippy top. Yeah, that's the full one. And then this one, I have some pages left to do. Quite a few, actually. But I've been doing neurographic art in these, so there'll be little flip throughs of that coming up as well. I organized the desk yesterday. It was getting way too cluttered. I had so much stuff going on, you guys. The clay situation is grabbing my soul. It's very relaxing thing to do. It's very tactile, and you can do it while listening to books and not really think a whole lot, which I think is super fun. I don't want to get into making like jewelry and stuff. There's plenty of people doing that, but I would like to make my gnomes, my cute little gnomes, into little shelf sitters or decorate like Christmas decorations. I think that'd be sweet. My own little line of gnome decorations. So that's something I'm noodling around with, how to make them, and that's why I went ahead and made him. Now the difference between these two, this one weighs a lot more, is this one is solid clay all the way through. From what I understand, from what I've learned, anything more than 1/4 of an inch thick is prone to cracking. It's too thick to bake in the oven all the way through. It might still be moist in the middle, like on the inside. So you don't really want to do, now this is polymer clay. Also the air dry clay, I think too. You don't want to get it too thick. Cause it's not like you can put it in a kiln and like dry it all the way through. Although, if I had the space, I would get myself a kiln, and I would do so. I wouldn't throw clay probably, because I've taken pottery classes. That is work, man. It is upper body strength, and you're leaning over, and my back is my sciatic nerve. I don't know if she'd like that, but she the different things you can do with clay, like you can make all kinds of different things. You don't have to throw things on a wheel to use clay and a kiln, and I didn't know that. So I would definitely get a kiln, and I'd make all kinds of things. I would be in my glory, my creative glory. I know that's an expensive hobby, right? Pick a path, Stacy, pick a path. I have too many hobbies, you guys. I don't need another. I crochet, I sew, I paint, I'm doing clay now. I try to curb my getting new supplies, a new hobby. I used to do plastic canvas. I loved that. I made a whole set of Barbie furniture for my girls when they were young. Turned out really good too, pretty sturdy. I won't do it for Astrid, she's not interested. The little bed that I made for her, the little turd that I made for her, I don't remember if I showed you in the vlog or not. I don't remember. Now I gotta show it to you. Let me go grab it. Okay, so I sat down. I love my Grabby box. You guys, I am so missing my Grabby scrapbooking box. Not getting it in the mail. I'm really missing it. I didn't think I would. They have a quarterly watercolor box, and I'm like, oh, you don't need new watercolors. You don't need it. You got stuff. But I don't have as much scrapbooking stuff as I thought I did, and without getting those boxes, I feel like I've fallen away from my scrapbooking and things like that too much, so I'm really missing it. So on that note, I save the Grabby boxes because the actual box is really nice. It's very solid. She had this on the floor, so it's got a little bit of hair and fuzz on it. But this is a Grabby box, and I glued fabric. I made a little pouch, and I glued fabric. I put the box inside, and I glued the fabric on the bottom and the sides, and then I put stuffing on the top to make a little bed. See, a little bed. And it sits perfectly on the floor or in the dollhouse. And then I made a ruffly little teensy cute little pillow to go across the top like so. So cute. I didn't attach it because she's fussy, and she likes to be able to take her pillows off and on, and you know, I would too. I loved dolls when I was a little girl. And then I made this cute little quilt out of a pillowcase from, like, I got this quilt for my bed. It's put away now because it's way too hot. I had a hot flash with that quilt on my bed. Oh my god, I don't think I'd get up again. But I have the pillowcase, an extra pillowcase, one of those ones that has the funny back, so you gotta, at any rate, I had extra fabric. So I sewed on the ruffle. I have this stretchy lace. It's got a little stretch. So I sewed it on there. I hand sewed it. Got little ruffles on the corners. So I like to sew, and I rough, just straight stitch on the back. You can see it. It's not the neatest stitching ever. I was sitting on the floor watching, just listening to, I don't even know what, TV, but it fits beautifully, like right over the bed. It kind of clings to the sheet a little bit, but it fits beautifully over the bed, like so. And I had it all like folded prettily, so you could see the pillow. See? So you could see the pillow. And I had it folded all nice. And I was so proud of myself, you guys. I was so happy when I got done with this. I would have killed to have an actual bed for my Barbies that had to, that wasn't a blow-up bed. Because I had all the blow-up furniture, if you remember the blow-up furniture when you were a kid. I would have loved to get something like this from my grandmother. Look at that. I mean, come on. And the little turd was like, yeah, that's all right. I was so proud. Look at it. It's great. It's fantastic. And she was like, yeah. Little brat. I'll punch you in your nose. 4 going on 35. But you can roll the quilt up like my mom used to. Fold her quilt down like this and put her pillow in, you know, and then roll it up over the pillow so that there was a little crease right here. That's how we made her bed when we were young. So there was a pillow roll. I was super proud of it, little jerk. So I was like, that's a cool, I saw someone, again, on Instagram, and they made these cute, cute beds. It was like actual wall art. They took a canvas like this and they made a bed on it with a cute 2 little pillows and all the sheets and I didn't do the top sheet because it's just, yeah. So that's what I did. Kids, ungrateful sometimes. I was so excited when I got done with this. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy. And I got done and I was like, I should make her a cute little couch and little chairs, and because these boxes are so sturdy, you could do the form of the chair, then cushion it out and put fabric on it and make it look so cute. Yeah, I might have too many crafty, creative interests, guys. Too many. I watched glass blowing the other day. There's this guy making pumpkins. They're so beautiful. I don't know what his name is. I forget. I get lost in the art feed on Instagram. I just fall down that hole, and he makes the most beautiful glass blown pumpkins, and the techniques and the color change in the glass from when it's heated to when it's completely cooled and finished piece is just like when they put it's as drastic as when you put glaze on pottery and then you fire it. You put it in the kiln and then you take it out, and there's that drastic color change in the shine. It's just as satisfying. It's so cool. So cool. One last thing. If you didn't see it, oh, this one, I actually don't know where the other one is. Oh, it was the trees. This video's up as well. Oh no, it's not up. This is today's video. So this video's up today. Doing the grabby calendar. I did a jellyfish. It's not my best jellyfish, by far. I love painting animals. I think that's my favorite thing to paint and draw is animals. Landscapes second. Any kind of still life is like, alright. But animals, I don't know. It's not my best. It's been sitting across the room, like way, way far away from me. The whale I fell in love with. I love it so much. So I thought this. And then we have the rest of them to do. September's coming up. I gotta figure out what I'm painting on September. I was thinking maybe a turtle. If you guys have a thought as to what feathers, I honestly, I'm at a loss as to what to paint on September. It's gonna be, well, September's technically fallish time. Things start cooling down, sort of. It's rainy. I don't know. So I have one, was it 5 more months? 4 more months. 5 more months till Christmas. Hush your mouth. October, November, December, 4 months. I have 4 more months to go. So I have 4 more cards to paint. These are fun though. I'm really enjoying these. When I saw the Grabby calendar, it came out last, like 2024's calendar, and I missed it. Like I wasn't paying close enough attention to what was going on with Grabby, and that they had little calendars on watercolor paper, and I was like, oh, I would have loved to do that. Like a 5-year-old, oh, pouty, whiny girl. So I got it this past year, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm digging it. Yeah, I think that's all I have for right now. This is a pretty long vlog video situation for you guys, just me chatting at the camera, showing you all my things. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. That's what's going on. I'm gonna finish my beverage, and I'm going to do some art things. I'm gonna put all this stuff away that I've got out to show you guys. My orders. I'm gonna go through my shirt in the laundry. What should I do with my little teensy birdhouse dudes? I live in a tiny apartment. I don't know what to do with them. They're just super cute. You know, little dollar store finds. It's not like I have I can set them outside on and you know, birds will live in them. They're an awful tiny bird to live in there though, right? They're very small. Fairy houses? That's what Astrid was saying. Well, it's a fairy house, Nana, and it's for the fairies. And then she was asking me what she should do with them when she gets them home, and I'm like, well, if they're for the fairies, you could put them in the garden. And then I was like, wait a minute. wait a minute. Fluff and Caesar. I'll put pictures up, like over here, of Fluff and Caesar. Fluff is a menace. He's barely a year old, and he's in his teenager phase of doghood. You know, that gangly, long-legged, just klutz. He's a menace. I don't know how many times he whacked his head so hard getting out from under the table because he had to crawl under my legs outside the metal table with the glass top at my daughter's for outside. And I'm in the chair, the lawn chair, next to the table with the umbrella and the whole situation, doing my painting, and he crawls under my legs. He just had to be in that hole right under my knees, and I had to put my feet over the top of him so that I could sit comfortably and not lose circulation in my feet. And he'd hear a sound and just get up as fast as he could, and he'd whack his head every time so hard. Caesar jump up, this is chaos. But I was like, well, maybe if Fluff won't chew them up, because she named the dog Fluff. He's just this big furry. You'll see. I'll put the pictures of. He's got the most silly little boy look. When he tilts his head and his big brown eyes, just the silliest. He's too much. I love him. I love Caesar too. Caesar's officially an old man though. He's a crotchety old man. He's, I think, 15 or 16 now, and he could do without Fluff. He's like, I'm gonna overshare. Fluff was laying on the sidewalk in the sun, baking like dogs do, sunbathing, and just chilling, sleeping hard. He was sleeping hard, and Caesar was in the backyard. He disappeared in the backyard like he does. And he shot around the side, and you see him in the periphery. He shot around the side, and he mounted Fluff like he was gonna go to town. And I didn't even think. I was like, Caesar, get off it! You are not doing that today. And Fluff popped his head up like, what's going on? Why are you mad? Caesar's looking at me like, you caught me. How dare you tell me no? It's like, I don't think so, dude. No, he's not. He's But every once in a while, he and Fluff play like dogs do. They get out in the yard and wrestle around. You saw the pictures. He's a little dude. Caesar is, and he's had a couple of big dogs in his life. But he would like to be an only child because he was an only child for a long time. Before Heather had got married and had Astrid, Caesar was her baby, and he bonded to her like she's his person, and he's had to live with me when she was between places, and I'm his second choice, and he's like, you'll do, secondary human. Little jerk. But yeah, so I watched the dogs. It was fun. I miss having dogs around. Every time I want one though, every time I want one, I go see the puppies. I go see my daughter's 2 dogs. She's got them, and then my son has Pug. She's just. I would steal her. I'd keep her. Caesar, I love him, but no, he's a terrier. Just no, too high strung for me. He and I'd have to go for a walk. I mean, any dog that I have, we'd have to go for a walk every day just to get outside, get that energy out. It's like having a toddler for the rest of your life. I'm looking forward to this little top. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but look on. I'm hoping it looks cute. Cute, right? Hearts. I'm digging the hearts. I'm digging it. Oh, I have a walking pad coming on Friday too. I keep thinking, whoops, that's not gonna work out. I knocked something down. I gotta be more gentle. I keep thinking about going downstairs to the gym to get on the walking pad, but there's so much traffic, and there's just too many people. And then there's a camera in there, and I know that the landlady watches everything everyone's doing. She's very nosy. I've never been so bothered by a land person, by like a management before, apartment management. And I've lived in some apartments. I have never been so bothered before. Every time I turn around, there's a new notification on the door. She's pausing you to talk to you. Just please. I just want to live my day. I don't want to be friends with the landlady. I really don't. That is trouble down the road. That is just. I've been down that road before. No cinco. So, I'm not going to go down to the gym. I think about it every day. I think I should just go down there. I should just walk down the hall, go down the 4 flights of stairs, go into the gym, walk 2 miles, walk back up the 4 flights of stairs, and walk down that long ass hallway. Because I had to choose the end apartment on the corner, because I want as few physical neighbors as possible. Nobody lives below me, and the lady that lives next door to me, I think she has like a swing shift job, a weird she gets home at like 2 in the morning, and she's in her bathroom banging around like a lunatic doing laundry and stuff at 2 in the morning. It doesn't bother me. I'm not complaining. I'm just aware that like that's her schedule, because sometimes I'm going to bed at that time and I'm getting settled in and I'm like, oh, she's home. And it's very well insulated. I never hear TVs or music or loud voices or anything ever. So I don't mind the place. I do mind how small it is, and I do mind that I don't have a patio or a way to get outside every day, just to open the sliding glass doors and have the actual breeze come in. All those things. And I'm just rambling at this point. So that's why I'm not going down to the gym. So I bought myself a walking pad. It'll be here on Friday. I'm very excited. It's going to live right there. And I'm going to get on it every day. I'm going to measure my body and do all the things and be on a fitness journey. Whatever the hell that means. I just want to be able to feel less uncomfortable in my own skin. That's my goal. So yeah, that's all that's happening right now. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go. You guys go. Just do your thing. Have a great day. Evening, night, afternoon, whatever you're doing. And I will see you Friday for Friday's video. We're going to draw in we might do this. This might be the next mixed media piece for Friday, or we're going to draw in one of the sketchbooks. One of those 2 things on Friday, and then we're going to scrapbook for Saturday, because I do like putting out a scrapbooking, bookmaking-ish kind of video for Saturday. I do need to do my book journal. I'm a month behind at this point, so I might do that as well. We'll see. I'm going out to my son's on Saturday. Hopefully I won't be gone all day. Hopefully. It's hot in here. Like muggy. I'm gonna go. Talk to you guys later.